Hi, everybody. This is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently watched The Aeronaughts, which was on Amazon Prime, and it's a steampunk story movie that is about a a young man who is studying the weather, and of course, such a thing has never been done. And he is a climatologist, and they think, oh, this is pseudoscience. It means nothing. You're wasting your time. And you have this young woman who, she's an aeronaut, and I'm not going to say what happens to her husband, but it's actually very tragic. But I love the film. I think that the cinematography is just absolutely breathtaking, and there's just moments in the movie that just make you gasp for air because they're just so wonderful and magnificent and just rife with this poetry, and I can't say that much else about it. I mean, cinematography is my passion, and when I see something that is done well, I just have this suspension of disbelief or belief in itself. And it's just, I think, someday I'm going to create something like that. But it's inspiring for me as an artist. And what more can I say as a creator, that moments like that in cinematography, just, they are encouraging and magical in and of themselves. I like the main character, Mr. Childress. I think he's played by the same actor who did Newt Scamander. I'm pretty sure it's the same actor who played Newt Scamander because it looks like the same man. I don't know who played Amelia. The guy who played the entomologist, I am not too sure who he is, but I liked him. He was a very meaningful foil for the hero, who's very, determined and quite hard-headed. He's very obstinate. He's obstinate to a fault, and we see that right near I think it's the denouement. Right after the climax, we think, Childress, or what is it? I think his name's Childress or something like that. Professor. But it's a wonderful film. There are a few things that weren't scientifically accurate about it, but it's a movie, so it's not supposed to be completely correct. Despite its incorrectness, it's still terrific. It's a wonderful movie. I highly recommend it. If you're into steampunk, yeah, this is going to be your cup of tea. It was mine. I love the costume. I love the Victorian era, the industry, a lot of the accuracy to it, and just how women were supposed to be seen and not heard. It was considered improper for them to be involved in the sciences. So yes, there are some really good factual historical accuracies that I think the researchers did a splendid job at. However, they did a lot of things that were not accurate scientifically, and it irks me a little bit. I think, I'm becoming like Neil deGrasse Tyson, and why? Because I'm not really a scientist, honestly. I mean, sort of. Well, I guess my curiosity would make me a scientist in some regard, but I am a person who expresses myself through literature and artwork and song. So it's a little bit different from numerological work and doing things that are analytical in that sense, because that goes over my head so much. But for people who can do that, I owe them a depth of gratitude, and you can see a lot of that in the film. They do a lot of measurements, and it's really neat to see it. That's really, really spiffy. I absolutely love it. The overlay when they go up in the balloon. I think, I want to be up in that balloon. This is one of my bucket list destinations, and of course my friend's he's acrophobic, so I'm thinking, why? That makes no sense. You have no reason to be. Don't get you, but I guess because this is coming from somebody who's never been acrophobic. So yeah, I guess there's a lot to be said, but yet I am brontophobic. So there's that. And yeah, still have no real reason to be brontophobic, but suffice it to say, the movie, despite its inaccuracies, I give 2 thumbs way up, and 4 out of 5. It could have been perfect. It's not exactly perfect. The only reason it's not perfect is because, like I said before, just the whole inaccuracy part. There's one scene in particular. I'm not going to talk about it, as if I do, it'll ruin the film itself, which I don't want to do. But the movie is absolutely splendiferous, and if you have a chance to see it, if you're, if you're a fan of steampunk, then by all means, this is the movie for you. So I will be seeing you around Campi. Take care of yourselves. Live long and prosper. Ciao tutti.